Women's Day celebration. Let me first start by wishing all the women a happy Women's Day. My name is Dr. Joby Jacob, and it's my honor to be your MC today. And it's a great privilege to be surrounded by so many amazing women. We will also be joined by many prestigious and remarkable speakers today. Your strength and power are an inspiration to all women. Let us begin our program with the singing of the national anthem by Ms. Deepthi Nair. She will be singing both the American and Indian national anthem. Ms. Deepthi Nair.
Thank you. I'll be starting with the Indian national anthem. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkal Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jalati Taranga तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. And now for the American national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. You're on mute.
Sorry. What a wonderful voice, Deepthi, and what a wonderful rendition of the Indian as well as American national anthem. What a way to start our program. I would first like to introduce and welcome Dr. Shaila Roshan for a welcome speech and introduction. Thank you.
Thank you. Greetings to everyone. I'm Dr. Shaila Roshan from Staten Island, New York. Investment in women accelerate progress. What a perfect theme for this year's International Women's Day celebration. This theme emphasizes the investments and critical actions required to bridge gender gaps, highlights the urgent need for strategic investment in gender equality and women's empowerment, and showcase and celebrate key successes. Imagine a world free of bias, stereotypes, and gender discrimination. Over the years, International Women's Day has become a focal point in the movement of women's rights, recognize the contribution, and celebrates the remarkable achievements of women in different fields. It also serves as a reminder of the inequalities that still exist and the ongoing efforts towards gender equality worldwide. International Women's Day reflects the strength, welcome, and resilience of women. Michelle Obama, our former First Lady, championed the potential of women to achieve great things when she said, "There is no limit to what we as women can accomplish." This quote emphasizes the importance of courage, determination, and hope in the fight for equality. They remind us of the struggles and triumphs of women who have paved the way for progress and equality. On this International Women's Day, let these powerful words inspire us to continue to advocate for real gender equality. I want to welcome each and every one of you to today's International Women's Day celebration, especially our chief guest, Dr. Maria Umen, all the way from India, our keynote speaker, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque, our guest speakers, Honorable Dr. Manu Dani, City Council Member, Honorable Dr. Annie Paul, Rockland County Legislator, Advocate Teresa Kaliat, Immigration Attorney, Aditi and Ananya, Flowers Top Singers, GIC Center of Excellence Women Empowerment Chairperson, Mrs. Soshama Andrews, GIC President, Mr. PC Matthew, GIC Vice President, Professor Joy Palatumadam, GIC Secretary, Mr. Sudhir Nambiar, GIC Treasurer, Ms. Tara Shajan, Ms. Leela Marit, India Overseas Congress USA Kerala Chapter President, Ms. Lali Kalapurekal, former Women's Forum Chairperson, all the GIC Global Cabinet and Goodwill Ambassadors, all the GIC Center of Excellence Women Empowerment Officers and members, and all the attendees from all over the globe. I welcome you all to this celebration. Next, I would like to welcome our MC for today's event, Dr. Joby Jacob, the GIC Center of Excellence Women Empowerment Co-Chairperson. Dr. Joby Jacob was born and raised in Great Neck in New York. After high school, she attended medical school at the University of Szeged, Hungary. She completed her pediatric residency at Nassau University Medical Center in East Meadow, New York. She is a sole pediatrician in her own private practice in West Haven, Connecticut. She has been practicing for the past 14 years. She's currently residing in Connecticut with her husband and 12-year-old daughter. Let us welcome Dr. Joby Jacob to continue with the program. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Shaila. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Next, I would like to call Ms. Sunita Flowerhill, who will be introducing our Women's Forum Global Chair, Mrs. Shoshama Andrew, for her address. Mrs. Sunita Flowerhill lives in Winter Haven, Florida, with her husband, Gijo, and two daughters, Fiona and Nicole. She's a philanthropist, and her hobbies include classical dance and choreography. She was the Malayali Association of Tampa President of 2023 and the Malayali Association of Delaware Vice President of 2013. By profession, she's an IT engineer from Trivandrum College of Engineering. Please welcome Ms. Sunita Flowerhill.
Thank you, Dr. Joby Jacob. And good morning, America, and good evening, India, and happy International Women's Day to all. It's my honor today to introduce a remarkable individual whose life and contributions exemplify the essence of dedication, service, and leadership. Mrs. Shoshama Andrews embodies the spirit of compassion and commitment in every facet of her life. In 1974, Shoshama Chechi embarked on a journey to the United States, bringing with her a wealth of talent and a heart full of determination, and she pursued her diploma in general nursing in New Delhi in 1969. Continuing her pursuit of excellence, she earned bachelor's in health administration from St. Joseph's College, Brooklyn, in New York in 1982. Mrs. Andrews' professional trajectory is a testament of her unwavering commitment to healthcare and community service. From her tenure as a staff nurse at Irvine Hospital, New Delhi, to her leadership role as the head nurse at Parker Jewish Hospital, New Hyde Park, New York, and her distinguished service as a nurse administrator at Creedmoor Psychiatric Center, Queens Village, New York. Until her retirement in 2010, Mrs. Andrews has left an indelible mark on healthcare landscape. Beyond her professional endeavors, Mrs. Andrews has been a beacon of light in various community organizations. Her leadership roles in Indian Nurses Association of New York, the National Association of Indian Nurses, the Kerala Cultural Association of North America, and numerous other organizations underscore her deep commitment to empowering and uplifting her community. Her dedication has not gone unnoticed, as evidenced by the numerous awards and recognitions she has received throughout her illustrious career. From the recognition awards for outstanding service and dedication to the Florence Nightingale Award, Mrs. Andrews' accolades are a testament to her unparalleled contributions to the nursing profession and the community at large. In every role she undertakes, Mrs. Sosa Andrews radiates grace, integrity, and compassion. Please join me in honoring Mrs. Sosa Andrews for her outstanding achievements and profound impact on healthcare and community service. Let us welcome Sosa Chechi for her presidential address. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunita. Oh, thank you for it. Okay. Good afternoon.
You're welcome, Chechi.
Okay. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening. Our chief guest, respected Dr. Maria Umen, keynote speaker, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque, guest speaker, Rockland County Legislator, Dr. Annie Paul, guest speaker, City Council member, Honorable Dr. Manu Dani, guest speaker, Advocate Teresa Kailieth, Global President, Mr. P.C. Matthew, Global Secretary, Mr. Sudhir Nambiar, Global Treasurer, Dr. Tara Shajan, Global Associate Treasurer, Mr. Tom Carlett, our Goodwill Ambassador, Madam Jija Singh, our entertainers, Mr. Aditya and Ananya, our chapter presidents and our New York chapter president, Dr. Anil Paul, and all other distinguished guests, dignitaries and friends and members, and all other members from our GIC. As Sunita said, I am Shoshami Andrews, Chairman of Global Indian Council, Center of Excellence Women's Empowerment. It is my honor and privilege to welcome all of you for the International Women's Day celebration hosted by GIC Center of Excellence Women's Forum Empowerment. Now, let me take this opportunity to say few words about International Women's Day. Each year, worldwide, International Women's Day is celebrated on March 8th. It commemorates the movement of the women's rights. The first Women's Day was observed on February 28, 1909 in New York, which was organized by the Socialist Party of America at the suggestion of Miss Teresa Mallier. Each year there is a theme for this occasion. The theme for the occasion for this year is Inspire Inclusion. It means when we inspire others, we understand and value of women's inclusion. We forge a better world. When women themselves to be inspired, included, there is a sense of belongings, relevance, and empowerment. Inclusion means the conceptual framework for providing everyone with equal access. Collectively, let's forge more inclusive world for women who advocate equality, diversity, inclusion, social, economic, cultural, and political achievement of women. When women themselves are inspired to be included, there is a sense of belongings, relevance, and empowerment. Purple color symbolizes the women. Sign for this this year's theme is Inclusion means unity. Inclusion means unity. This is the theme for this year. Historically, the combined purple, green, and white symbolize the women's equality. Let me point out Women's Forum represents globally. However, globally we can decide to inspire inclusion and be bold and challenge the theme. Be bold to inspire inclusion so that together we can work and make a change in this world. We, the vibrant team, decided to challenge the world to change for us to equality. Now, I urge all the Indian ladies or women to come out of your shell and fight for your rights. Together, we can make a difference in this world. We are the God's blessings to our family and the light and shine of our house. As important as a mother to our family, it is also important to work hard for the betterment of the community where the family lives in. For some inspiration, let me point out some of the events that happened in Women's Day in the past. On March 8, 2011, 100 countries came together and celebrate the events took place to commemorate the 100th anniversary of International Women's Day. On this day, United States President Barack Obama proclaimed March to be Women's History Month. It means in support for International Women's Day, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres commented on how women's rights were being reduced, restricted, and reversed. With men still in leadership positions and a widening economic gender gap, he called it for a change by empowering the women at all levels, enabling their voices to be heard, and giving them control over their own lives and over the future of the world. President of India, Sri Pranab Mukherjee, in his message issued on the eve of International Women's Day in 2016 said, on the occasion of International Women's Day, I extended warm greetings and good wishes to the women of India and thank them for their contributions over the years in the building of our nation. As part of the International Women's Day celebration, the National Carrier Air India operated their non-stop flight from Delhi to San Francisco. The entire flight operations were handled by women for 17 years. Can you imagine? We know women are the champions of our home and the society we live in. There are many examples of successful women who led their countries. Let me give you names of iron ladies of the world who led their country in a successful way. They are, first of all, let me salute Mercy Matthew, the Dayabai, who works 4 decades in North India. She is incredible. Maybe people may know Dayabai, Mercy Matthews from Pala. Next, our late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, Israel Prime Minister Golda Meir, United Kingdom, Great Britain, Margaret Thatcher, Sri Lanka, Sri Mavo Bandaranaike, Pakistan Prime Minister Bandara Bhutto, Bangladesh Prime Minister Begum Shah, Civil Rights Movement and the mother of freedom in America, Rosa Parks, our Vice President in USA, Kamala Harris, Last but not least, our own Rashtrapati, Draupadi Murmu. So the GIC ladies can now come up with our future goals. Let me point out some of our goals for the future. Our first priority, we decided to educate the women from Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Rajasthan. Our first priority is Rajasthan, providing them, the ladies, educating them with the sewing machines and teach them how to stitch. Our second privilege is educate the children, underprivileged children in Rajasthan and the rest of the states in India. Our third goal is to build small houses in Rajasthan, not in Kerala. Kerala is a big business, 10 lakhs and all, but we will consider Kerala too. But my highest priority is Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. To support our goals, our own associate treasurer, Mr. Tom Collett, volunteered already 10 sewing machines. Don't think about making women fit the world, but think about making the world fit for women. With this note, let me conclude and urge all the women to be inspired, inclusive, and be bold to goal to challenge any situation. Congratulations and good luck all ladies who is going to participate for the future. Let me take this opportunity to thanks to everyone for their tireless efforts to make this event, especially to our GIC cabinets. Without their help, this event wouldn't be happened today. Looking forward to work with the entire team. Thank you and God bless you. God bless you all. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shoshana Andrews, for those inspirational words and encouraging words. It was a wonderful speech. I know firsthand when she sets her mind to it, she will do anything. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to welcome Adita and Anaya for their first song. They are Flowers top singers, and I would like to introduce both of them to come forward. Are they here?
Yeah, they are here.
Oh, perfect.
Hi. Hi.
Good morning, ladies. Hi.
Hi.
Morning. Good evening in India, Kerala.
Good evening. Yeah. Good morning to you all.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be singing a song. First of all, happy International Women's Day to everyone, and thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah. I'll start. Bluetooth connected. Thank you.
Wow. You're welcome. Thank you. That was such a wonderful song. You have such a beautiful voice. I got
Thank you.
goosebumps just listening to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And we'll be hearing from both of you soon.
Thank you.
You're on mute.
I don't know how I get on mute all the time. I apologize. Now I'd like to introduce Miss Preeti. She would be introducing our inaugural address, Miss Dr. Maria Uman. Preeti is based in Texas. She is Associate Secretary of the GIC for Austin chapter. She's a nurse practitioner by profession and won the first prestigious AsiaNet Healthcare Award for healthcare excellence during COVID time. By passion, she is a state and national level recognized dancer and won several beauty crown titles, such as Miss India USA Texas, Miss Focana, and Miss FOMA, and the list goes on. Please welcome Miss Preeti.
Thank you so much. That was a lovely introduction, Dr. Shobi. Namaste, adab, and sat sri akal to everyone. And thank you for the wonderful introduction again. I am here to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Maria Uman. Many of us know her as the daughter of Mariamma Umman and late Umman Chandi, Sir, former Chief Minister of Kerala. He was very famous for his selfless love of his people. He was very much recognized by the United Nations. Maria Umman wears many hats. List तो खत्म नहीं हुआ, लेकिन फिर भी बाकी है. But there is more to her, and she is a management expert and a humanitarian. She is currently working in the capacity of an assistant director with Ernst & Young, one of the top 4 companies in the world. She has been part and led the CSR project on behalf of her company. As an area of academic interest, she has been publishing and writing about management and related topics. She has been active in social service for more than 15 years and has been associated with several charities. Over the years, she took initiative to help the underprivileged. Through her nonprofit organization, Manna, she has directly impacted at least 100 families so far. She stated that she learned music as a child, and the passion continues and has remained an integral part for her life. Music यानी कि संगीत, it's a therapy. एक therapy है. संगीत सुनकर हम हमारे छोटे मोटे दुख तो थोड़ी देर के लिए भूल सकते हैं. Yes, she is one of the founding members of Melodia, a choral fraternity of Trivandrum in 2011. With a group of like-minded people. And through Melodia, she is pursuing her interest in choral music and provides solace to the needy in the society. And the list goes on. Dr. Maria Umman is a visionary, and her vision is to reaching out to the people who need to be served while pursuing her interest in music and management. Maria Umman is the co-chair of Marginalized Community of Global Indian Council. We are so honored to have her as our guest of honor. With all pride, I would like to welcome Srimati Maria Ummanji to 2024 GIC Women Empowerment Inaugural Speech. Let's have a big round of applause for the one and only Srimati Maria Umman.
Thank you, Preeti, for that wonderful intro, and thank you, one and all. Good morning to all in US, and good evening to all in India. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque, guest of honors, Honorable Dr. Manu Danny, Honorable Dr. Annie Paul, Ms. Teresa Kaliat, our little stars Aditi and Ananya. We just heard one wonderful song. I was just amazing. Her voice was. We are waiting for more from there. So one and all, a happy. First of all, let me wish you all a happy Women's Day for all the wonderful women out here, all the smart women out here, and all the men who is behind making these women a wonderful women who is supporting them throughout. Good morning, one and all. So let me tell you, first of all, I'm extremely honored to be here addressing the global diaspora, who is contributing a lot more beyond what we are expecting. The global diaspora is contributing much to our Indian economy and the US and wherever it is, and especially women. All of them are contributing. We are seeing many women right now in the forum itself who are contributing much to this society. As a co-chair of the marginalized community, I am proud to be representing women from India from the marginalized sector, who are trying to get into the mainstream with their getting them by education and making them empowered, economically empowered. So I'm very happy being a co-chair of the marginalized community, so that I can contribute little to my level possible to make them empowered. As mentioned in one of the speeches earlier, in March 8th, 1975, UN declared as a Women's Day. So each year they come up with a theme. And I feel each year when we are having each theme coming up, it's a time for us to think through, evaluate us where we have been, what we have been, have we improved. It's how do we empower ourselves? So that is what I feel. And then I think this year's theme is invest in women, accelerate progress. That is a theme which UN has decided. Invest in women, accelerate progress. How do we accelerate progress? By the achievement of gender equality and empowerment of all women. By one of the key things is by addressing poverty. So when we are trying to accelerate progress, let's consider that, well, we consider the underprivileged too, so that they are empowered, so the society is empowered. That is how we should be investing in women. So we do in such a way that every voice is heard, every perspective is valued, and every individual is empowered. Not only us who are in this community or in this forum, who was beyond, who is less privileged than us. I always feel it's mere God's blessings we are like this. It's nothing else. We are in this situation and we see outside where we are going to support. They are much lesser than us or anything like that. It's all mere God's blessing. We see ourselves in this way. So as we are seeing, if I consider the population, it's around 4.4 million who from the Indian diaspora who is contributing significantly to the prosperity of the country. So if we try, this much of million people is contributing, if we try together, how much impact can we bring to the society? When we see, we have created marks in the range of professions, professionals, then entrepreneurs, scientists, leaders, politicians in different sectors. We have contributed as ladies. So if we bring our skill sets, bringing all together, this accelerating progress can be made effective. That is what my thought is. And we should be acknowledging each work that is to be done. And so when we take this pledge of inclusion, as I said earlier, let's consider that we consider the underprivileged and take this forward. And as a member of the marginalized community, as our global president chairperson said, Tom is supporting. He has agreed to give some sewing machines, 10 sewing machines. He can do much more. But then we are so happy that he has agreed to do that, and we are planning to do that in next month or after that. And then tomorrow, we marginalized community, our Naranaguti sir. So he has also supported. We are planning to visit 2-3 orphanages, old age homes as part of marginalized community, and whatever best we can do. We are trying to do it the possible way. As Preeti said, my father, he was fully into social service. I've seen him. I've learned nothing that he has taught us or taught me, but then I've seen his life. So I've seen him say. I've seen him say, we don't need money to help someone. It's just the attitude. So if we have the attitude, our diaspora has a lot of money too, but then if we have the right attitude, with our attitude, I think we can bring in miracles. And I expect, being in the Women's Day, I'm fully believing that we can do much more to the Indian society. Maybe not only in Kerala, to different states too, but then with our attitude, with the right attitude, where we feel that we can support the needy, and with the the perspective you have, we'll be able to do much more to the society, so that we create a label of ourselves, GIC in India itself, and the name goes up. And I'm very happy to be here as a speaker for the Women's Day celebration, and I declare this program inaugurated. And thank you. Let me thank the Global President, PC Matthew, Global Chairperson of Women Empowerment, CoE, Soshama Andrews, and all the members, the Global Committee, the Board of Trustees, Sudhir Nambiar, my friend Tom Collett, and all the members of GIC all around the world, and our wonderful MC, everyone out here. Thank once again, and I'm signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Maria Omen, for your wonderful words. You're such an inspiration to all of us. I think there's a lot of pressure from Mr. Tom Collett to get us those sewing machine, I think. Do you think you'll be able to? Do you think you'll be able to get us those?
If he
Or
can
even
give-
more?
If he can give 100.
Yeah,
it will
I
be
feel so.
wonderful.
It's our attitude. If we feel that we want to support them, we'll do much more. Not 10 is not a big number. We can do maybe hundreds.
Of course, 10 is very small. He can get us more than that, I think.
I said
Yes,
he can do it. He could do it.
Dr.
We
Joby,
are just starting. We are just starting our initiatives. That's it.
Dr. Joby,
One by one we'll do.
Maria Woman is a daughter of former Chief Minister of Kerala, Umman Chandi. You know that?
Correct. Yes, I do.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
She had such beautiful words for us, and she's
Yeah.
very encouraging too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, many have come forward to donate it for this sewing mission, and Miss Soshama Andrews, under her leadership too, we will be able to support you in a
Yeah,
good-
please do. I think people are coming forward. Up to all Tom also or anyone here. I'm always here because I've been working in this for last 15 years. I have good connects with the NGOs. Just the problem is that they are always short of funds. There are so many things. Today itself, I had another Women's Day celebration where it was there's an organization that's from mothers of this differently able kids. It's real. It's very sad to see them bringing the kids up. It's really, and most of them are single parents. It's a very tough story for them, and I mostly work among those kinds of people, the differently able kids. So those are things. Maybe it's just starting. No, we can do much more. As my father say, it's the attitude. You don't need money. It's the attitude you take to take things forward.
Right. Correct. Very true.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to welcome back our little friends for a song, Adita and Ananya. Please come forward.
Yes.
Beautiful
Thank
it
you.
was.
Thank you so much. That was such a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Tara Sajan. She is the treasurer of GIC, and she was one of the past presidents, or many times presidents, of the INA New York, which is the Indian Nurses Association of New York. She was a past president. She will be introducing our keynote speaker, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque. I would like to welcome Dr. Tara Sajan.
Hi, good morning and good evening to all those who have joined this meeting. Thank you, Juby, for that introduction, but there is a small correction. I was once the president for Indian Nurses Association of New York, and I'm the current treasurer for National Association of Indian Nurses of America, that's NINA.
Sorry, I apologize.
It's okay, it's okay. It's my mistake too, like I didn't provide you with the correct information to...
You're an amazing woman no matter what. Whatever position you hold, you're an amazing woman.
Yeah, thank you. As Juby has introduced, yes, I am the global treasurer for Global Indian Council, and I'm working as a director of nursing for behavioral health at one of the largest city hospital in New York City. It's my honor and privilege to introduce my teacher, whom I know since 1990. She is the past president of NINA, that's the National Association of Indian Nurses of America, with whom I had a privilege to serve on the board as treasurer. She is my mentor, my professional guide, my role model, and not only to me, but to many women in the organization in and around in the United States and all throughout the world, internationally too. Dr. Albuquerque was born and brought up in Goa, India, a graduate of the prestigious College of Nursing, Armed Forces Medical College, Pune, India. She was commissioned into Indian Military Nursing Service in 1983. She served in the Indian Naval and Army Service for 15 plus years. During her service, she was a professor at her own alma mater, influencing teaching nurses in the BSN nursing program. She has also served as a special duty nurse to Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and also airlifted the wife of Robert Mugabe, the Prime Minister of Zimbabwe, during the Common Head government meet in 1985. She helped in insurgency during the riots, set up emergency surgical service of the wounded soldiers. She also graduated with a master's degree in education from SNDT Women's University in Bombay. In 2004, she migrated to US. She continued her journey, obtained her terminal degree in nursing, certified as a nurse practitioner. She currently serves in the academia as an assistant professor, coordinator of the graduate degree program at William Patterson University. She is a nurse practitioner at Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health. In the span of 20 years, she has influenced and impacted many nurses in the United States. Dr. Albuquerque served as the 8th president of National Association of Indian Nurses and was instrumental in creating a resilience option training for nurses in India. NINA has also supported frontline workers with over $100,000 in supplies and incentives to support the affected nurses and their family. She is the recipient of the several awards and was recently inducted into the Fellow of American Academy of Nursing, the highest fellowship for a nurse in US could achieve. A leader would exemplify service before self. Women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice and they need to feel empowered to use it. And people need to be encouraged to listen by Meghan Markle. And happy International Women's Day 2024. And now let me welcome our keynote speaker, none other, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque. Ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So thank you, Tara, for that lovely introduction, which is so lengthy, but thank you. In fact, I'm so delighted to be here. And I'm so happy I said yes to Susama Chechi when she asked me. I had actually taken a sabbatical for 1 year after serving as president of NINA, and I was not taking any speaking assignments. And when she asked me, I said, you know what, I can't say no to Sushma Chechi because I know where she puts her fingers and hands in, that's going to be a very successful project. And so when she said that, you know, she spoke about the Global Indian Council, I said yes to her. I looked at my calendar and I had available time. So I've not made a mistake. I'm so delighted to be amongst you this morning and such a great attendance. So, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, good morning, good evening to everybody and to all attendees globally. And thank you for inviting me to be part of your actionable campaign. And I say that because I've heard so much of what you are doing, and I am impressed. Thank you, Sushma Andrews and her cabinet executive, for inviting me. We gathered to celebrate International Women's Day, a day dedicated to honoring the achievements, resilience, and contributions of women, right? Worldwide. It's a moment for us to all reflect on progress made, but also to be recognized the work that still lies ahead in achieving true gender equality. We've heard this over and over and over again. And as a professor, I always tell the students, if you hear the same thing over and over again, it means that there is a message that needs to be communicated. Throughout history, actually, women have faced immense challenges, correct, and barriers simply because of their gender. Yet, despite these obstacles, women have constantly shattered the glass ceiling, defied expectation, and made remarkable strides in every facet of society. From pioneering scientists and innovative entrepreneurs to courageous activists and compassionate caregivers, women have left an indelible mark on our world. Their determination, creativity, and unwavering resolve have transformed industries and advanced human rights and inspired future generations. The campaign theme, as you all have heard in 2024, is Inspire Inclusion, while the official theme of the United Nations observance is Invest in Women, Accelerate Their Progress. As per the Economic Forum Global Gender Gap Report, 2023 will take another 131 years to reach gender parity. That is shocking, correct? So what do we need to do to reduce that gap? Gender equality is central to Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations and perennial item of the Secretary General annual priority list. And actually, women and girls represent half of the world's population and therefore also have half of its potential. So, empowering women can boost economic and help the peace process, believes, and it needs to happen faster. And I've heard this, you know, let's raise funds, let's do things to help and progressing this gap of gender equality. However, the journey towards gender equality is far from over. Women continue to face systemic inequalities, discrimination, and violence in various forms. Too many women are still denied access to education, economic opportunities, and decision-making positions. We must, as women, confront, or society confront these injustices head-on and work tirelessly to dismantle the social and structural barriers that hold women back. So, we have heard so much today on gender equality, and it's our duty to have some actionable items. And what are these, some of these actionable items that I have included to actually to enhance gender equality? And as stated by the Secretary General, it's a non-negotiable item actually. So the first thing is investing in women, right? In their ending poverty, you've heard that. Implementing gender responsive financing, shifting to a green economy and care society, and supporting feminist change makers. So we've heard all of this over and over again today. Second is to increase long-term finance of sustainable development goal, because this is one of the sustainable development goal by WHO. So prioritize equality for women and girls to such effect to increase the number of women in leadership position. How many women today are in leadership position? But we never stop the fight. We continue with the fight of making sure that women hold leadership position. And this actually, when women hold leadership position, it can drive investments in policies and programs that meet the needs of women and girls. We need to speak up. We need to speak out and really say it's enough. We got to be negotiating at the negotiating table. So I have heard what the Global Indian Council Center of Excellence is and your actionable items. You have great potential as an organization because you have your chapters in India, you have your chapters in the US to educate and empower women on UN sustainable goals for gender equality. Now, how does this happen? Like today, you have held this meeting to recognize the International Women's Day and the campaign. You can also raise funds, which you're already talking about, increase supplies. Kudos to you for hosting this event and not only disseminating this information, but also being part of the campaign. Today, as we celebrate the achievements of women, let us also recommit ourselves to the ongoing struggle for gender equality. Let us amplify the voices of women, champion their rights, and empower them to realize their full potential. Together, we can build a world where every woman and girl is free to pursue her dreams, where her worth is recognized and respected, and where she can thrive without fear of discrimination or violence. On this International Women's Day, let us stand in solidarity with women globally, everywhere, and pledge to create a more just, equitable, and inclusive world for all. I want to end with a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. And listen to this very carefully. A woman is like the tea bag. You cannot tell how strong she is unless you put her in hot water. So wishing you all a happy International Women's Day. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for the work that you have started through your campaign as the Global International Council. You have a lot more to do, a lot more to achieve. We are just a drop in the ocean. And as an organization, you can influence and you can impact, you can empower, and you can make and be a change agent. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lydia, for your wonderful words and for your inspiration as well. Next, I would like to call Adita and Ananya for their song.
Go for the next.
I think they're just getting ready.
Oh,
Give them
okay.
a moment.
Okay.
Hello.
We can hear you now. Thank you so much, ladies. You guys both have a beautiful and wonderful voice. It's amazing to hear such young people having such great talent. A big thank you from our organization for entertaining us this morning. Have a good night and congratulations and good luck and best wishes to you both.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Next, we have our facilitations by our guest speaker. I would first like to introduce our Rockland County's legislator, Honorable Dr. Annie Paul. She is the founder of Indian Nurses Association of New York and also the founder of Nurse Practitioner Association. I'd like to welcome Dr. Annie Paul.
If she's not there, call the next.
I'm here.
I think she's here. She's here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Greetings from Rockland County Legislature. Global Indian Council Women's Chair, Shoshama Andrews, Chief Guest, Dr. Maria Uman, Keynote Speaker, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque, Honorable Dr. Manu Dani, Mr. Isaac Elliott, GIC, the leader, PC Matthew, and all GSC leaders and guests. Happy International Women's Day to all. International Women's Day is a global day celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. I appreciate all the women here, and as we are celebrating the Women's Day, I want all of you to give yourself a round of applause for your achievements. The theme of this year's International Women's Day is Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. It is a powerful development tool. This theme reminds me the quote from Brigham Young, invest in women. You educate a man, you educate a man. You educate a woman, you educate the whole generation. This quote illustrates the importance of women in today's society and the crucial role they play in inspiring the next generation of young women. A woman is a change agent, can bring changes wherever she is, in her family, in her workplace, in her community, and in her country. I want all of you think about one woman you admire and who have made a difference in the world. I'm sure everybody have somebody in your mind. Eleanor Roosevelt quote says, a woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong it is until it is in a hot water. A woman's strength cannot fully be predetermined until she is put into the test. Studies show that when women succeed, nations are safer, more secure, and more prosperous. Empowering women starts with you, as women often face many challenges and obstacles that can make us feel powerless. It is important to remember that you have the power within you to overcome these obstacles and achieve our goals. Show your support for the women around you and remind them of their strength. Studies show that, we need to increase the number of women leaders in business, finance, and politics. Together, let us take urgent action to make it a reality. Thank you, GIC leaders, for all that work you do, for not only for America, whole world. And also thank you for giving me this chance, opportunity. May God bless America, and thank you.
Dr. Annie, you are wearing the purple, represents women.
Yes, I knew it. That's why.
Thank you, Dr. Annie Paul, for your beautiful words.
I don't... Joby, I think Ananya and Aditi are leaving. So can you say goodbye to them?
Special thanks to them and her mom and dad.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. You guys did a wonderful job, and thank you for their parents for having them on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy Women's Day to everyone.
Yes.
Thank you, you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Annie Paul, for your wonderful words. I know her personally, so I can say she's a remarkable woman, and everyone should aspire to be like you. Next, I would like to call City Council Member Honorable Dr. Mano Danny. She is the town councilwoman in Sunnyvale, Texas. She holds a doctorate degree in physical therapy and contributes her expertise as a physical therapist at Baylor Sunnyvale. I would like to welcome Dr. Manu.
Hello. Hope you all can hear me. And I'm
yes,
actually sitting outside, and I'm in the middle of our vacation travel to Florida. So sorry, and I apologize for the inconvenience. And if you hear any background noise or any interruption in my speech, please forgive me.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming
pleasure.
and attending.
My pleasure. It's an honor to be here, to be the guest of honor, and I am so pleased and thrilled to meet the wonderful, powerful women in our community. And definitely, it's great to see you all. And I'm glad I said yes to this, like the other speaker said. I am not regretting this at all, and I'm so happy to see the powerful women in our group. So yes, I'm Manu Danny. I'm one of the town council in Sunnyvale. And on Women's Day, I wanted to tell you that I'm the one and only female town council in Sunnyvale. So that
congratulations.
Tells you a lot. Thank you, and thankfully, and it's a blessing to have to be in this position, and all the other men values me, and they don't look down, or they hold me up, and they understand, and they listen to my decisions, my view and everything. So I actually want to share some experience that I went through, which will probably will empower maybe your friends, or I'm sure you already been through this and you're all powerful, and you have your own personal story about how hard it was to be where you are. So like I said, one of the elected official in Sunnyvale, winning the election wasn't easy at all. And it was not my long-term or a pre-planned program to be in the council. But when it happened, I am so glad I made that decision. And like I said, it's not an overnight plan or a position. I had the fear, I had the doubt, and I did not know my strength or how resilient I am. But once we realize how powerful we are, then we have the world to support you. I realized once I know that, hey, world knows me like this, and I'm so glad I was able to stand up for myself and show that the community can trust me and trust the confidence in me. And I also want to tell you that how powerful women when they support another one, right? For example, I have two best friends of me that was by my side the entire election. Two powerful women, support from the community, support from the family. It's unique. It's very valuable. But when you have a woman going forward to support a woman, that's unique. That is more powerful because we are powerful. And again, empowerment. We know the word meaning empowerment, right? The process of becoming strong and more confident. That's what we need to do first. We need to show the community. Then everything will happen. And I also wanted to add that this empowerment extends beyond personal achievement. It involves creating a society where women are safe, respected, and heard. And I heard that many guest speakers said that we need to make sure that we're not discriminated and all that. I wanted to add one more thing to that. This is not a competition, right? This is not a competition between genders, but it is a collaboration. It is a collaboration for more just and equitable world. And by lifting women, we elevate the society as a whole. like Miss Annie Paul, Dr. Annie Paul said, educating when you educate a man, you educate a man. When you educate a woman, you're educating a whole society. That is absolutely true. Thank you so much for having me. And I wanted to thank every GIC officials, the leaders, and the powerful guests that I have met here. And one of the things that Honorable guest Dr. Maria said, the attitude is one of the key thing that we need to remember. Our attitude changes the society, changes the world. And I also want to offer my support for all the future endeavors for GIC. And I also want to shout out to our beautiful singers Aditi and Ananya. And the last thing is to extend my gratitude to Ms. Toshama Andrews for inviting me. And I personally know PC Matthew. And so happy to see you here. Thank you for having me here. And I spoke to one more person here from Paulette. So hi and nice to see you here. And I'll keep in touch with you guys. And thank you again. All right, bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Manu. I know it's very hard. As women, we juggle everything, not only being a professional, as well as a councilman and a mother and a wife. And you're doing a great job. We appreciate that you came, even it was your vacation and you came to support us. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I would like to call Advocate Teresa Khalaf. She's an immigration attorney. She is the principal of Khalafat Law. She practices in New York and at all of US. And she serves on the legal advisory panel of the Indian Consulate of New York. Please welcome Ms. Teresa Khalaf.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, all of you, for this wonderful panel and inviting me to give a little small talk regarding women's empowerment. I want to thank Ms. Sosama Chechi for giving me this opportunity and all the members of the panel. Thanks to the Global Indian Council for celebrating women in all walks of life. As I've been introduced, my name is Teresa Khalaf. I'm an immigration attorney in New York. I have my own practice and I have practiced in the area of immigration for close to 15 years. I have also had the opportunity to work closely with the Indian Consulate of New York as part of their legal team. Over these years, one area I have felt is a constant recurring issue is domestic abuse. Though domestic abuse affects both men and women, as you can well imagine, women are the victims in a majority of the situations. Many Americans of Indian origin invariably marry from India, or they marry women who have overstayed their visas and find themselves as undocumented or illegals. In many cases, I have seen that newly arrived women literally become prisoners in their own homes. Many such situations arise in a joint household with the in-laws and extended family who live in the same household. They are treated like indentured slaves who cook, clean, and are hardly let out of their homes. Their every movement is watched over with eagle eyes, and they are physically abused, slapped, choked, etc. by their spouses. There is also emotional and psychological abuse in these situations. They are told their green card paperwork will not be done, that their illegal status will be reported to the government, and that they will be deported from the US. Their passports and other important paperwork are sometimes taken away from them. Many times, the fear that this instills paralyzes them, and they're afraid to share their painful situation to others and tend to continue to live in this misery. Sometimes such a case comes to me through the Indian consulate, where a frantic parent from India calls up the consulate in the middle of the night, telling them that their daughter is being abused and that she needs help. Sometimes a local domestic violence emergency shelter refers them to me, or sometimes they approach me directly or through a relative that they can trust. If I have access to them, I first listen to them and reassure them. I tell them to try and keep all their important documents ready so that they're able to leave their house at any given time. The US government has passed a very important legislature called Violence Against Women's Act, or VAWA, in 1994, and it has been reauthorized continuously. This act was designed to develop the nation's capacity to reduce domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault, and stalking by strengthening services to victims and holding offenders accountable. In immigration, which I do, VAWA helps victims of domestic abuse to self-petition their green card case without the knowledge of their abusive spouse. This means they can safely move out of their home to a domestic shelter or a friend's or relative's home and petition for their green card and become independent. They will also be able to receive their work permits and also a travel permit to temporarily visit their home country while awaiting their green card. Such a green card holder can also apply for their US citizenship in 3 years, as opposed to the general 5-year wait for other green card holders. What truly makes me happy is the enormous positive change that happens in the attitude of such an abuse victim when they get their legal status and they are able to become independent. They become more confident, empowered, and radiant. They are able to find jobs and create their own social circle of friends and contribute to society. They are not afraid anymore. I would encourage you who knows anyone who's stuck in such a situation to reach out and get the help available to them. As we celebrate Global Women's Day, let us remind each other we need not be victims of our circumstances, but can become victors by reaching out and helping each other and empowering each other. Thank you for this unique opportunity you have given me. I truly appreciate all the other speakers, their words, and that has encouraged me a lot. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Attorney Teresa, for your wonderful words. Next, I would like to call Ms. Sunita Flowerhill. She will be doing a dance for us. Is Ms. Sunita here? Oh, there we go.
Volume.
എല്ലാരും ചൊല്ലണ് കല്ലാണി നെഞ്ചിലെന്ന് കരിങ്കല്ലാണ് നെഞ്ചിലെന്ന് ഞാനൊന്ന് തൊട്ടപ്പോ നീലക്കരിമ്പിന്റെ തുണ്ടാണ് കണ്ടതയ്യാ ചക്കര തുണ്ടാണ് കണ്ടതയ്യാ നാടാകെ ചൊല്ലണ് നാട്ടാരും ചൊല്ലണ് കാടാണ് കരളിലെന്ന് കൊടും കാടാണ് കരളിലെന്ന് ഞാനൊന്ന് കേറിയപ്പോ നീലക്കുയിലിന്റെ കൂടാണ് കണ്ടതയ്യാ കൂടാണ് കണ്ടതയ്യാ എന്തിന് നോക്കണ് ചന്ദിരാണി ഞങ്ങളെ അയ്യോ ചന്ദിരാണി ഞങ്ങളെ ഞാനില്ലാമേ പോട്ട് കല്യാണ ചെക്കനുണ്ടേ പഴയ കല്യാണ ചെക്കനുണ്ടേ ചെണ്ടൊന്നു വാങ്ങണം മുണ്ട് മുറിക്കണം പൂത്താലി കെട്ടിയിടണം പെണ്ണിൻ പൂത്താലി കെട്ടിയിടണം കളിയല്ല കിളിവാലൻ വെറ്റില തിന്നെന്റെ ചുണ്ടൊന്നു ചോപ്പിക്കണം എന്റെ ചുണ്ടൊന്നു ചോപ്പിക്കണം എല്ലാരും ചൊല്ലണ് കല്ലാണി നെഞ്ചിലെന്ന് കരിങ്കല്ലാണ് നെഞ്ചിലെന്ന്
Thank you, Miss Sunita, for that wonderful dance. You have such wonderful talent. I'm so jealous of your background. It looks like it's very sunny there. Next, I would like to call our Global International Council dignitaries for their facilitation speech. I would like to welcome our wonderful GIC Global President, Mr. PC Matthew.
Joy.
Please.
Hi, everyone. Namaskar. Good morning to USA. Good evening to India. I'm very glad to be here today because women empowerment, one of the best center of excellence here, since Sushma Andrews took charge of the leadership. She's a good organizer. She takes her own time to do everything in a professional manner. I really appreciate. She has very good relationship with people. As an organization leader, that's the first thing, first quality one leader should have. And she has it. And many of our lady leaders have that. Happy Women's Day. I'm not naming all, but Maria Woman, daughter of a former Chief Minister Kerala, Woman Chandi sir, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque, Dr. Annie Paul, Dr. Manu Daniel, Trasha Kallath, and Aditi Ananya, and many other leaders, including I saw Dr. Kurian Thomas from Kerala joined. He's a former principal of Bishop Knowledge and Education Chair of our Education Center of Excellence. One of the best quote about women I liked it. I'll just read it for all of you. A good woman has a strong personality, yet she is gentle at heart. She is reliable and beautiful. Such people are beautiful inside and outside. As a lady, the beauty is not the one externally we are seeing. our people commonly think about fair color is better. But black is beautiful, white is beautiful, orange is beautiful, brown is beautiful, everything is beautiful in the creation of God. The beauty, as I said, inside beauty is the best one I consider. So when I bought a car with the colorful blue color, people say, oh, this is blue. Our Indian community always want a very light color. I said, I didn't look at the color. The car was good. That's the only car available there. The car is performing very well. When I marry a girl, I look for not only her beauty externally, I look for her character. I remember my mom helped me a lot to grow as a good student leader, and she motivated me a lot. She motivated me through Word of God from Bible. That helped me a lot to work in the community, meet people, talk to people, and keep my integrity. And a mother who takes care of their kids to study and their improvement, of course, that kids will become great people. That's a real situation in our community. Global Indian Council is a global network, and we have chapter in Africa. We are a growing organization with the empowerments like women empowerment. We are going to do and going to connect a lot of people across the world. And like she said, with the empowering the ladies with the tailoring machine. So that's one of the beginning they are doing right now. And I appreciate Tom, his initial contribution. And also I appreciate Maria Woman, her charity passion. Even I am passionate for charity works. So wish you all the best, and the event is going well. Keep going, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. PC Matthew, for your beautiful words. You're an excellent leader. We appreciate you being here. Next, I would like to welcome GIC Global Vice President, Professor Joe Pallatamatam. Sorry.
Joey Pallatamatam.
It's okay. Namaskar, everyone, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. With due respect to all the women folks around the world, I express my gratitude and best wishes on this special day, and also promise to continue the same every day. We know that all homes remain brighter in the presence of girl kids, sisters, moms, and grandmas. In other words, they light up our homes. And the homes run smoothly because of their active presence and involvement. They know even the minutest problems faced by the families. And I have a feeling that if the women could take over the politics and the governments, there will be less fight between nations and more happiness.
Sir, unmute here, sir. Please unmute.
I think. Mr. Joy, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Namaste, everyone. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, with due respect to all the women folks around the world, I express my gratitude and best wishes on this special day and promise to continue the same every day. We know that all homes remain brighter in the presence of girl kids, sisters, moms, and grandmas. In other words, they light up our homes. And the homes run smoothly because of their active presence and involvement. They know even the minutest problems faced by the families. And I have a feeling that if the women could take over the politics and the governments, there will be less fight between nations and more happiness will prevail in families. Thank you all for what you do now. Best wishes.
Thank you so much. Next, I would like to call the GIC Global Secretary, Mr. Sudhir Nambiar.
Thank you, Joby. Namaskar, everyone. Respected delegates, Dr. Maria Uman, Dr. Lydia Albuquerque, Honorable Dr. Manu Dani, Honorable Dr. Annie Paul, Mr. Teresa Kaliat, artists of today, Aditi, Ananya, and Sunita Flowerhill. Appreciate all your performance today. Global President PC Matthew, GIC Cabinet members, Center of Excellence Chair Soshama Andrews, and members of Center of Excellence, and GIC Chapter President, and my dear friends. Happy Women's Day on this auspicious occasion of Shivratri. And I was awake last night, and I just continue my program today. As we celebrate the strength, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
As we celebrate the strength, grace, and resilience of women everywhere, let's also draw inspiration from the divine feminine energy of Shakti. Just as Shiva and Shakti are inseparable, may we recognize the inherent power within every woman and honor her contribution to the world, honoring their journeys and fostering a world of equality and respect. GIC Center of Excellence is a good platform to nurture your talents. We have around 16 Center of Excellence and is based on your talent and your interest. If anyone interested in joining GIC, please go to our website and become a member. See our Center of Excellence chairperson, Soshama Andrews, and her team. Her efforts to bring awareness and also to help women in need, along with the Center of Excellence in Marginalized Community, under the leadership of Narayan Kutty and Dr. Maria Uman. So let us do a lot of charity and help our women and marginalized community to come forward. Let's pledge to break barriers, uplift each other, and create a world where every woman's voice is heard and respected. Happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your beautiful words. Next, I'd like to call the GIC Global Associate Treasurer, Mr. Tom Kolak.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Joby, for that invitation. You are doing exceedingly a great job.
Thank you.
And first of all, I wanted to thank you for hosting this event. Our global chairperson of Global Indian Council Center of Excellence, Women Empowerment, Mrs. Soshama Andrews. And you are exceedingly doing well. And I can see lots and lots of iron ladies of Global Indian Council as well as all around the globe. And when I was listening to all the women here, I don't know, somehow I was inspired by everyone's word. And we have a few men here who wants to support this noble cause. And everyone, I can see that many people, I can see Leela Merji is here, and she is another iron lady, as well as Mother Teresa of New York. That's what I always address her as. And she is an all-rounder. If I go for some function once in a year in Philadelphia, I see her. If I go to New Jersey, I'm seeing her anywhere. And her commitment towards to build a better world is immense and greatly appreciated. And Dr. Maria Uman said, you don't need money to serve others, that attitude. We can see all of us, even though we are so many people here, we are united as one heart to do better for the community. And I can see that Dr. Albuquerque, oh my God, that's another person she's really like the Iron Lady of India. and she is doing exceedingly great job here in the United States, and also Dr. Annie Paul. We are so proud of, and also Manu Dani. You know, when I heard from her what's her confidence level, and also Shaila Roshan, Tara Shajan, or she is also a pilot and she was serving for Indian Army, and she is also a national treasurer and also a treasurer for our organization. And Sheila Charu, I was discussing with her recently that you have great talent, and we wanted to use your talent in our organization. She said that I would definitely like to join our team. So we would like to welcome anybody who have light-minded to work with a great heart. Our doors are always open, and I wanted to thank you, all the women here, and happy Women's Day. Today morning, when I called my mom and said, "Mom, happy Women's Day," she said, the most important Women's Day and the most important thing you should do is take care of your mom. So I didn't have anything else to say. That's what she taught me. And I always tell her that she was the one who taught me trial balance. And also, I wanted to say my thank you for our global president, PC Matthew, and our secretary, Sudhir Nambiar, our vice president, Joy Palatimadam, and each and every one of our team. And also Dr. Anil Paulos is also here, New York chapter president. Because I'm running a small accounting firm here in New York City. A few years ago, I was thinking about why this woman empowerment. Then I was thinking that we're going to gym and muscle build and losing their belly. That might be woman empowerment. Beyond that, what I feel like, certain situations where I can see that some clients come over here, especially the wives, my husband passed away. I don't know what to do. Sometimes they say that, my husband, we are divorced now. I don't know where to turn to. Can you help me? Sometimes the husbands travel or transfer to some other countries or something. The women are helpless in certain areas. So what we do, we always teach them and give them enough advice, how to manage funds, how to secure their retirements, and we help them with managing their funds. That's what I can do, but I do that very often to help others. And whatever possible way, the attitude is the great thing. And I can see that one of the other leader on board, Kamal Khatri, she is also the associate treasurer for the Austin chapter. She, at any time to serve others, her phone is always open. And that kind of attitude really make us very special and unique. And I wanted to thank each and every one of you for giving me an opportunity for felicitate this occasion. And God bless you all. And let me give the mic back to the wonderful MC and also the Ananya and Aditya. Those kids are really amazing. They capture our heart. Sometimes when a chef wants to make our taste buds happy, and the singer wants to make our ears happy. But these kids, not only ears happy, they win our hearts as well. And thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, Sushma Andrews.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tom, for your words. And thank you so much for your support as well. So did I hear you say you will be pledging more than 10 sewing machines?
100.
100.
Oh,
100. Not
did
10,
we hear 100?
Yeah, 100.
It's muted.
I don't.
I can hear
It's muted.
It's muted.
We know where you are. We will find you.
I don't mind to be a part of the team. There's no problem. Nothing is stopping me for doing great things. And along with my president, PC Matthew, and our vibrant secretary, I will match whatever they are going to do.
No.
Oh, so
Now
then
he's
we have to
backing
be.
up.
We have to be behind them as well.
Every successful man, there is one woman behind. So, Dr. Joby, you're welcome to support that cause too.
Definitely, I'm here to support.
Together we can do it.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Taraji is also raising hand. I don't know, is that for 10 or?
I already contributed my share. You know that.
Beautiful.
Okay. And
Thank you.
Sheila Cheru, she's already up in our GIC. I think she is with our PR group.
So now next is Leela Marat.
Yes. Next, I would like to welcome Mrs. Leela Marat. She's the Indian Overseas Congress U.S. Kerala Chapter President. Mrs. Leela Marat.
Hello, Global Women's Forum Chairperson, Shoshami Andrews, Global President PC Matthew, Sudhir Nambiar, and all the global GIC committee members and my dear friends. വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് ഗ്ലോബൽ ഇന്ത്യ കൗൺസിൽ വിമൻസ് ഫോറത്തിൽ സംബന്ധിക്കുവാനായിട്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് 10 മണിക്ക് ഒരു ഫൊക്കാനയുടെ വിമൻസ് ഫോറം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഇന്നലെ എനിക്ക് കെന്നഡിക്കറ്റിലെ വിമൻസ് ഫോറം സെലിബ്രേഷൻ പോയി. ഇനി ഞാൻ ന്യൂജേഴ്സിയിൽ എക്സ്റ്റോൺ മലയാളി അസോസിയേഷന്റെ വിമൻസ് ഫോറം സെലിബ്രേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. ഇത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് എനിക്ക് ഫിലാഡൽഫിയയ്ക്ക് പോകണം. പക്ഷെ വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. എൻ്റെ സുഹൃത്ത്, എൻ്റെ ക്ലോസ് ഫ്രണ്ട് ശോശാമ ആൻഡ്രൂസിന്റെ ഈ ഒരു പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ എനിക്ക് പറ്റുമ്പോഴൊക്കെ ഞാൻ പങ്കെടുക്കാറുണ്ട്. ഷീ ഈസ് കറന്റ്ലി നൗ ദ ഇന്ത്യൻ ഓവർസീസ് കോൺഗ്രസ് പ്രസിഡന്റിന്റെ നാഷണൽ വുമൻസ് ഫോറം ചെയർപേഴ്സൺ ആണ്. ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് ഫൊക്കാനയുടെ വുമൻസ് ഫോറം ചെയർപേഴ്സൺ ആയിരുന്നു, ന്യൂയോർക്കിന്റെ. പിന്നെ ഇന്ത്യൻ നേഴ്സ് അസോസിയേഷന്റെ പ്രസിഡന്റ് ആണ്. അപ്പം വളരെ പ്രഗത്ഭയായ ഒരു ചെയർപേഴ്സണെയാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഈ മാർച്ച് 8 വനിതാ ദിനത്തിന്റെ ആശംസകൾ അറിയിക്കുന്നു. നമ്മൾ 1857 മാർച്ച് 8-ാം തീയതിയാണ് ഈ ന്യൂയോർക്കില് ഒരു വനിതകളുടെ ഒരു പ്രൊട്ടസ്റ്റിലാണ് ഈ വിമൻസ് ഡേ മാർച്ച് 8-ാം തീയതിയായിട്ട് രൂപപ്പെടുത്തിയത്. ഈ ഇത്രയും വർഷങ്ങൾ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണെങ്കിലും, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് നമ്മുടെ ഇന്ത്യയെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയുവാണെങ്കിൽ 33% സംഭരണമുള്ള കേരളത്തില് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ചെന്ന് നോക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ ഒരുപാട് വികസനങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ നോക്കുന്നിടത്തെല്ലാം ഒരുപാട് വനിതകൾ കളക്ടർമാര്, മുനിസിപ്പൽ ചെയർമാൻമാര്, അങ്ങനെ മെയിൻ സ്ട്രീമില് ഒത്തിരി വനിതകൾ മുന്നോട്ട് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. എങ്കിലും നമ്മൾ ഇനിയും പുരോഗമിക്കേണ്ടതുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പോഴും ഒത്തിരി വനിതകളെ അടിച്ചമർത്തപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് വീടുകളില് ഡൊമസ്റ്റിക് വയലൻസ് ആയിട്ടും. അതായത് വനിതകൾക്ക് ഇപ്പോഴും അവര് ജോലി ചെയ്ത് പേച്ചൊക്കെ കൊണ്ടുവന്നാലും അത് അവരുടെ ഹസ്ബൻഡിനെ ഏൽപ്പിക്കണം. അവർക്ക് ചിലർക്ക് അവരോട് ചോദിക്കാതെ ഒരു പെനി പോലും എടുക്കുവാനുള്ള സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യമില്ല. അതിനുള്ള മാറ്റങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാകണം. അപ്പം ഇനിയും വരും തലമുറകളിൽ അതിനുള്ള മാറ്റങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടാവുമെന്ന് ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി വനിതാ ദിനത്തിന്റെ ആശംസകൾ. പിന്നെ ടോം ജോർജ് കോലത്ത് എൻ്റെ ഒരു ഗുഡ് ഫ്രണ്ടാണ്, പറഞ്ഞ നല്ല വേർഡ്സിന് ഹൃദയത്തിന്റെ ഭാഷയിൽ നന്ദി പറയുന്നു. ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ കസിൻ അറ്റോർണി ടെറേസ കള്ളിയത്തിനെ കാണുന്നു. ഹായ്. സോ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി വനിതാ ദിനാശംസകൾ നേർന്നുകൊണ്ട് എൻ്റെ വാർത്ത. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Leela Marat. In this tri-state area, she is also one of our strong women in our community and a great inspiration to all of us. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Ms. Lali Kalapurekal. She's from the FOMA Women's Forum. Welcome.
She's not here. Please call Chapter President Anil Paul now.
I would like to welcome Chapter President, Mr. Anil Paul.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Yes?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you. It's good to see all of you, and happy to be part of this Women's Day celebration. Congratulations, first off, to Mrs. Soshama Andrews for hosting this meeting, and acknowledge the presence of all the GIC global leaders and local chapters, leaders, presidents of the local chapters in the Center of Excellences. I really thank and appreciate, giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts and views here, and appreciate the chief guest and other speakers who took their time and their contribution. We've heard inspirational speeches from very prominent women from the society and our community. And as we progress in this world, and women are taking over in so many global leadership positions, over the years, significant strides have been made in the fight for women's rights. We are heading towards a more egalitarian society, so to speak. Women have taken, great leadership roles, say in corporate world, politics, and the gender disparities kind of gradually and significantly diminishing. But as somebody alluded earlier, it might take several more years to just become a totally egalitarian society. But as we are seeing significant progress in that field. I mean, just to shorten the gap. But it's great that we celebrate the Women's Month, but it's not just a time to celebrate the achievements, but also an opportunity for us to commit ourselves as we heard from the immigration attorney, for the struggle women go through in all of those, in several of the homes, and which are not heard in the public society. And that's a serious cause that we all know, and we all definitely know somebody who has gone through that. Being a patriarchal society that we, as Indians, we come from, still, I guess, back home, and even as she said, I was appalled by the way that people are, women have been, controlled so much, even in the United States, and the government is taking measures to kind of free them in ways. And so as we know, if we know somebody, we just have to speak up and bring it up to the authorities so they could be liberated, I guess. So being a father of two daughters, I know the challenges women face in the real world, in the modern world. Relatively, women have definitely more challenges compared to men and the roles they play. The modern women do work full time, and they still have to keep up with their beauty regimen, and also being, a mother and a wife. It's not easy. They have so much on their shoulders to bear, in the household chores and the responsibilities. You can go on and on. But we men, I guess, the modern men are contributing as much as they can. I guess we have to still step up, shun our egos and just to be with them, stand shoulder to shoulder and help as much as we can. And I salute all the women who play such a pivotal role in our lives and in our society and in our families, just to keep up and be, as men, as who we are. As they say, behind every man's woman, every man's success there is a woman, and that holds so true. I always look up on my mother, who I don't know, some of you may know, she's no more, late Dr. Anama Paulus. She was the greatest inspiration for me, and I haven't come across such a courageous and a charismatic woman. She was a great leader in many areas, and she was such a religious speaker as well. She used to speak in conventions, etc. There are, and I see so many prominent women across in today's forum, and I really appreciate all that they do and they contribute to the society. And as we celebrate this Women's Day, let us appreciate all the women in our lives, right? Give them a call, send some flowers, or take them out. So show some appreciation in some way, be it our mothers, sisters, wives, and our daughters. Let's acknowledge the sacrifices and the lengths they go, I guess, in raising us and caring for us, and in every step of the way. And I thank you all once again. Appreciate the time. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anil. And I thank you for at least recognizing what women do, not only being mothers and wives and professionals. That's great for you to just speak that out and let people know as well. So thank you very much. Next, I would like to call Santa Matthew, GIC Ambassador.
Sandy Matthew.
It's Sandy Matthew.
Sandy Matthew.
Sandy, are you there?
Mr. Sandy Matthew. He's here.
Mr. Sandy Matthew?
He's muted. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and
next we would if anyone from our special guest or in the audience who would like to say any words of encouragement on this Women's Day.
Just 2 minutes. We are ahead of time. Means we are running out of time for 2 minutes.
Sheila Cheru, can you say a few words? Yeah.
Greetings, everyone. Today we celebrate the extraordinary strength and resilience and achievements of women around the world. So I would like to say happy International Women's Day to all the beautiful ladies out there, regardless of your quality or beauty or anything. Let's continue to uplift, empower, and support each other and pursuit of equality and justice. Together, we can create a brighter and more inclusive future where every woman's voice is heard, every dream is realized, and every opportunity is embraced. So I would like to request all the women in here, please unmute your video and bring your hands, and please show your right hand and say, Women's Empowerment, Happy Women's Day. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sheila, Auntie. It was a wonderful speech.
The other lady, Santa, is joined. Santa Matthew is there, I think.
It's a male, our GIC ambassador. Sandy Matthew, yeah.
Sandy Matthew, okay. He's there, I guess.
Yeah, he's there.
Uncle, if you can just unmute yourself, please.
Sandy, unmute. Sandy Chan, unmute yourself.
Uncle, we can't hear you. If you could just unmute yourself.
Oh, it's technical. We can see you. But
Can we open the floor, whatever the thing is, and vote of thanks or whatever it is?
Yes, vote of thanks.
I think,
Hello, Shashama and everybody. This is Usha George from New Zealand. I'm enjoying the beauty of the universe. I'm so proud to see you all, but I'm not on the camera. Okay, I'm sorry. And I wish you all the best for all the women. And I'm so proud of our great leaders, Shashama Andrews and Taraji and all our leaders. I'm so proud. Thank you. And have a great day.
Thank you, Usha from New Zealand.
Thank you, Andy, for coming on and celebrating with us from your vacation spot.
Thank you.
Awesome. So are we ready for our closing?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you all.
Yeah, before closing, if open the floor and anybody wants to say 1 to 2 minutes greetings, give them time, and then we can close with all the thanks. Yeah.
No worries.
Kamal Khatri is there ready to say word of thanks. Or you can do a formal word of thanks and then open the floor.
Why don't I introduce her first? How about that? I would like to
Please, please. Yeah, I just want to take an opportunity to thank you, Tom Hillard, and also Ms. Tara Shajan for inviting me. And it's such an amazing and wonderful platform, and a good job. You all did an excellent job. So congratulations.
Thank you, Sheila Cheru.
Thank
I
you so
never
much.
seen you. First time I'm seeing you. Thank you so much. PC Matthew here.
Thank you.
You always put something in our GIC.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, I would like to welcome our GIC Austin chapter treasurer, Ms. Kamala Khatri.
Thank you. Thank you guys for being here today, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring our International Women's Day celebrations organized by our wonderful CoE Women Empowerment to a close. I'm overwhelmed with a profound sense of gratitude and inspiration. Today, we have gathered not just to celebrate, but also to recognize the remarkable contributions and the relentless spirit of women across the globe. So congratulations to all of you that are here, as well as all the contributions that you guys have made. It is a day and a reminder that this is a journey women have embarked on for equality, rights, recognition, and guess what? We have a long way to go. A little bit about me. My name is Komal Khatri, and I am it is really a privilege for me to give this closing speech. I am the director of an enterprise innovation program and work for the largest healthcare company in the US, which is also the 4th Fortune company. I just want to share my story. I lead this initiative. It's a diversity, equity, and inclusion program called UAG Women Invent that I launched 3 years ago. And just a couple of days ago, we actually celebrated the success of the program where we saw an increase in the number of inventors. I'm a senior inventor with 10 patents, and my goal was to encourage women at my company to come and invent alongside me. And we actually celebrated that with the highest count this year. So it took a lot of passion, leadership support, be able to kind of transform the culture, dedication, knowledge to drive such change. And I know this was not an easy job. The reason I'm sharing my story is because I want every single one of you to pledge and help other women in some way or the other. It doesn't have to be a large initiative. It could just be as simple as giving yourself, or making yourself available to other women. And guess what? I included men. I made it a point and said, men have a role to play, and I asked them to be a mentor, to be an advocate, and a leader that could be of support. So I tell them this initiative is for everyone. So just sharing my success story with you all, and I hope it's inspiring for you to also do something bigger and better. You can start small, but really you can make an impact. Also, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for being here today. Your presence signifies your commitment to gender equality and women's empowerment, echoing the theme of unity and collective action. A special thanks to all our incredible speakers. So many of you guys have enlightened us with your insights, experiences, and wisdom. Thank you so much. Your stories of courage, breakthroughs have not only inspired us, but also have paved the way for meaningful conversations around gender equity. Just a couple other things I want to mention. I want to actually thank our organizers and volunteers. It takes a lot of effort to make sure you've done the legwork to run such a successful meeting. So thank you for doing that. Also to our MC that did an awesome job. Our gratitude also extends to our entertainers, Aditi and Ananya, and with singing and Sunita with that beautiful dance. This has enriched our day with their talent, reminding us the power of art and culture in advocating for a change and celebrating womanhood in all its form. So let's all help with this mission. Also, let's all work on this collectively to increase our number of sewing machines that we can give away, so that way we're not only having two or three members to be contributing. I think we all can contribute, and I love to start an online. I have a big influencer community that follows me, so I love to start an online initiative where we can try to collect some funding. Let's include others in this journey. And with that, let's conclude. Let us carry forward the spirit of today into every day. Let's continue to support, uplift, and empower each other, challenging biases, breaking barriers, and creating an inclusive world where every woman can realize her potential without limits. So thank you guys once again for being part of this special day. Let us go forth with renewed energy and determination for together, and we can and will make a difference. Thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on all your endeavors, and good luck.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you guys soon again. Take care.
Thank you. Happy Women's Day.
Bye. Happy Women's Day to all, and to all the men who are here to support us.